Split edits are where you try not to cut the sound and the vision at the same point. This can create a much more interesting sequence in that you can hold on to an expression, a smile or a tear arriving in the eye just before you cut to the other character. It's a means of not going plonk, plonk, plonk with the speech. Cut to him, cut to her, cut to him, cut to her, and cutting the sound and the vision at the same point. So the sequence I'm going to create here just involves two shots. Our old friends Mark and Philip in singles, and I'm going to first of all cut the sound and the vision at the same point. And you'll see how, well, it'll be a perfectly decent edit, but it will be much more enhanced when we start pushing the vision away from the sound cut. Let's first of all have a look at the shots. Here's Philip's single.
Well, you did it yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated it.
And here's Philip with the massive line, what?
Well, you did it yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny just now.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated it.
Okay, let's edit those shots together. I'm going to mark up the whole of Mark's shot, beginning to end, and plonk it on the timeline. So let's first of all identify where what is on the timeline.
Goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
So it's this little bit here. Okay, so let's do an in and an out. And let's find Philip's shot, which is here, and find his what.
You did it yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny just now.
There, it's just about to say it. You can see it in his eyes. So in. I just need an in. I've got my 3 points. I hit replace, and now I can watch it.
Well, you did it yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated it.
Well, that's a perfectly reasonable sequence. Here it is again.
Well, you did it yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated it.
Now, we've got one big problem, and it's the big pause between you said and Dad would have appreciated it. Here it is again. Here's the big pause.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated it.
It looks like that Keith Drinkle, who plays Mark, has momentarily forgotten the next line. I think that will be poor to put that on the screen, so let's see if we can repair it. Now, the best way we can repair it is to take Philip's shot, turn the audio off, and extend it over the you said. So this is where we've got to now.
Yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said, Dad would have...
Now, it's really easy to just do an enormous tighten. Turn the audio back on, create an edit, and inch this forward up to the next line. Try it.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated...
What?
You said, Dad would have...
As you can see in here, that's tons better. All I'm now going to do is look for micro tightens, and especially to try to get as much eye contact back as I can.
What?
I don't like... If you look at the end of this cut, I'll frame forward. It looks odd that Mark's eyes close badly right at the end. So I'm going to enter the trim mode again and trim those frames away so that he offers that full look to his brother. Have a look at that.
When you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said...
Now, even though there's no eye contact here, Philip snaps to attention very quickly, and I think you can get away with it. I'm just going to investigate. If I loosen at all, do I get any eye contact? No, I don't. So I'm going to go the frame before his eyes move. This is 4 frames tighter than the original. Is this any better?
When you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said, Dad...
That's tight, maybe. I think we're wrong.
When you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said...
That's better. That's better. So Philip now snaps to attention quite quickly after Bob and Penny.
Goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said, Dad would have appreciated...
Now, can I get eye contact on the way back? Philip's okay, But if I move the cut round, do I get any eye contact from Mark? I'm just moving it around. You can see what I'm leaving and what I'm gaining. No, I can't. No, I can't. Well, that's fair enough. Okay, here's one look at the edit in full frame.
Well, you did it yourself when you said goodbye to Bob and Penny.
What?
You said Dad would have appreciated it.
Well, hopefully you can see there's a big improvement where we've now not cut the sound and the vision at the same points where we go from Mark to Philip. And indeed, that shot, before I altered it, of just cutting to Philip for the one word what is sort of silly. I would always try to extend a shot where someone just says a yes or a no or a what, as it was in this case. So that extension of the shot of Philip's what means that we can hang on to his vision a little bit more and tighten underneath Mark's speech, which, if you remember, had that terrible big gap. And it now looks much better. It looks like a proper conversation, and any faults in the shooting have been completely removed. Yes, you've got good and bad versions once again to download, and all these shots, so you can have a go at this yourself.